Almost 3 years ago, to be 3 years in August, I did a boiled versus steamed crab video just to show you the differences and not just how to cook them, but in flavor and taste and all that. And ultimately there wasn't a whole lot of difference other than the cooking methods. So today we're not going to fool the boil, we're going strictly steamed. We're doing a Maryland style steamed, and the first thing I want to do is show you how to set up the pot. Oh, wait a minute. I got this backwards. Now we're going to drop in our sous vide circulator. Get that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not the right pot. The pot's over here. Wrong video. Pot's over here. This is the pot we're doing this in. This is a steaming pot, and actually it's the first Cajun rocket pot I ever owned, and you have to have a separate standalone burner. I'm using a dual jet burner. I think Bayou Classic makes that, but it's an 80-quart pot, and this one's a little unique. Back then, Cajun rocket pot would actually build these I don't even know what they call them, inserts or whatever. You can adjust them anywhere in this pot. I had this one adjusted roughly 2.5, maybe 3 inches from the bottom, because steaming, you want all your liquid underneath your product to where it's not sitting in water or fluid or whatever you got in there. And so that's where I had that adjusted at. And this thing works very well. It's the same pot I used almost 3 years ago in the other video I just mentioned. So what I want to do at this point, since I've showed you this, is go ahead and load it up with crabs. I'm going to show you what we're seasoning it with, and I'm also going to get the pot loaded up with the right liquids. We're going to get it heating up right now. So I've got 1.5 gallons of apple cider vinegar. It's just a simple apple cider vinegar. Some people say they go in with white vinegar, but most people swear by the apple cider vinegar up in the Maryland area. And I'm basing this on comments from my last video almost 3 years ago. So in with this. Oh boy, look at that mug of beer. All right, I've got a whole 6-pack of 12-ounce beers going in this. I'm not even going to mention what label this time, because last time the label I showed, everybody come out of the woodworks. Everybody's telling me what kind of beer to use. It's beer, come on. All right, there we go. Now, you could add water in this, and if I was to add water, I would probably go another 1.5 gallons. Right now I got 3 gallons of fluid sitting in the bottom of this, and I personally think it's enough because I've only got 24 crabs. The less crabs in that pot, the quicker they're going to cook. I'm thinking 20-minute steam is going to get these just right, but we'll look at them to make sure. Now let me show you putting the crabs in the basket and getting the seasoning on them. Very simple way of cooking crabs, and actually it's a lot less expensive than the way we do down here on the coast boiling crabs. A lot less ingredients, but they're still super tasty. Today is Sunday, and most seafood markets around here close on Sundays, but thank goodness for our Vietnamese community, because them people stay open 7 days a week, and they are just, man, they got a heck of a work ethic. They're always go, 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 go. So earlier I was able to go and get fresh blue crabs, live blue crabs, and I was able to actually pick them myself, and that's what I did. And I put them on ice. They were very lively. I put them on ice. The ice will make them kind of go dormant to where they're not near as active, to where you can actually pick one up and you ain't got to worry about him biting you. He's still alive. They've only been in this for like an hour, but it puts them to sleep more or less. There's another one. There's a few claws missing off these, and actually the claws are down in here because a lot of these crabs were grabbing each other, and when I tried to pull them apart, they'd pull the other one's claw off. So there's one with 2 claws. Oh yeah, he's moving. He didn't like that. He said, boy, you got bad breath. All right, so into the pot this goes. We're just going to layer these in here. There is a mixture of females and males in this bunch, and just so you know, in the state of Mississippi, the females are legal as long as they are not holding eggs. That's for commercial fishermen as well as recreational fishermen or crabbers. So anyway, let's see what we got here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause right there. Now here is the seasoning I'm using. Based on the comments that I got from almost 3 years ago, I used Old Bay on the last one, and everybody, their brother and their mother-in-law corrected me and said, no. People up here use JO #2. Old Bay, no, that's for shrimp. We don't use it up here. But other people from Maryland said they did use Old Bay. I did it right. So, but there was a lot more that said this one right here. So I bought some, and we're gonna try it out. I personally like the Old Bay too, you know, no big deal. So this is 32 ounces, and all we're going to do is just throw that around, coat them real heavy, cake it up. All right, we're also going to put a little bit in this pot. All right, I got about maybe 3/4 of a cup I just put in that pot. Now let's go ahead and stack the rest of these crabs in here. Oh man, look at the rust on that one. That rust indicates nice fat crab. Not great size, but he'll do. One little small claw there. Let's throw that in. Let's throw some more seasoning in. All right, this is ready for the steamer. And that's something else. I actually, when I get ready to do a video, I will research it hard and heavy. And I looked through a lot of videos that came up from Maryland. And most people's pots are made in such a way to where they have to load it up inside the pot because they have something in the bottom similar to what I have in this deal. But they have to start their fire after it's loaded. I'm not doing that. I'm starting a fire, and once we get a good head of steam, then I'm taking this basket and we're going to put it in. That way it's already up to temperature. Just put it in, put the lid on it. Then, like I said, we're going to go 20 minutes. At 20 minutes, we're going to look at the color. A bright red with no green or blue splotches in it is going to indicate a cooked, steamed, fully steamed crab. So let's do it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and light this pot and get this going, get it up to a nice boil. That will produce all the steam we need. All right, we got ignition. That's enough heat. Look in there, you can already see it boiling. I mean, I just turned it on, look at that. Vinegar and beer in the air. Let's remove this lid. Going in with the basket. Put our lid back on. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
Counting down.
Thank you. I was not expecting that. It burned a hole through my pot.
That it sucks.
And I had it turned down.
I'm rolling.
Can you see the bottom of the pot? I am so freaking bummed. I am just totally disappointed. You're not going to believe this. I had 3 gallons of fluid, the same amount I used the times I've steamed in the past, plenty of fluid. But this pot initially was up high, right? And then I didn't show it on camera, but I lowered it way down just where it's putting a gentle steam on things. And I've got a hole in the bottom of my pot. Come look right here. Look at the hole in it. So you know what happened? All the fluid went out, and all that smoke we were seeing, that was crabs burning. That was all that seasoning burning. That was all that. And so, hey, it happens. This is the real life. Golly, I cannot believe this. This pot has done me good for a long, long time, but it has seen its better days. It's going out by the road, and we don't have a video here. My son tried to taste one just to see. No go. They're burnt. So I'm interrupting this just so I can speak for a minute about what I think happened here. What a lot of you don't see on these videos is behind the scenes, what we do to prep and get ready for these videos. And in this case, I took that pot. When I went out back, I got a little shed, a little utility shed in the back, and I grabbed the pot. That's where it's been living for the last almost 3 years. And it had a white scale powder like on the outside and the inside and the bottom, even the lid. And I'm like, wow, that's oxidation. That is aluminum oxidation, which is the equivalent of rust that you find on steel. And if you got real thin aluminum to begin with, if you start seeing that powder in that scale, it's actually eating away at it. So I feel pretty confident, like 99.9% positive, that I had some wormholes in there and I was leaking fluid. Matter of fact, when I was sitting over here after I fired up, got the crabs in, I said it'd be 20 minutes. I'm sitting over here and I was looking at the flame on that burner and it had a lot of yellow in it. I don't know if you've ever experienced a gas stove inside, but when you have a spillover and the water gets on it, it turns it from a blue flame to a red flame, and that's what was happening. And I was questioning that because those jet burners never have a red flame. Now I did initially have it higher to get it boiling for steam, then I choked it way down because you don't want to steam real hard for that reason. You don't want to boil out your liquids for one reason. You just want a gentle steam and let them steam over a period of 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes, depending on how many crabs you got in there. So 20 minutes for 2 dozen. At where I had it, should have had it close enough to at least check it. So I'm thinking I had a leak, lost a lot of the water or all the water. Eventually it all ran out and I had a meltdown. And Lord, I'm so disgusted over it, but I felt like I needed to come in here and explain what I think happened. I have used less fluid on steaming crabs in the past with no problems. You take it all apart, you got at least half of the fluid left. Now these are high performance pots and they are recommended to not start with at least 2 inches deep of water, and I was close to that. I was like 1.75 inches, something like that, close enough to where this should not have happened. So anyway, it is what it is.